The good brigade are smaller in number. There's Glyn, the naive boy from space who can't seem to fathom how anything on Earth actually works. Mobile Buttock Exhibition Ashleen, a sort of Argos version of Marilyn Monroe, whose chin, bizarrely enough, seems to just disappear every time she removes her makeup. And the obvious winner, Pete, whose startling gimmick is that he actually seems like quite a decent sort of bloke. Although as this overlong series churns relentlessly on, he's become painfully aware of his lot.
Memories, you're just going to have to live with those for the next 5 weeks. Okay. Yeah.
For a popular entertainment show, Big Brother's got a weirdly doomy feel to it, with the house itself being a sort of ringtone version of Death Row, complete with anguished "I want my mummy" conversations straight out of Saving Private Ryan.
I just want to see my mother. Oh, babes.
And the inevitable countdown to eviction, which functions as an obvious metaphor for death, replete with last-minute pleas for a reprieve. Sobbing relatives secretly glad you're dying and not them, and the final terrifying step into the unknown. Anyway, there you go, Big Brother 2006. It's like an inconsequential version of the news, basically, but with less hope for mankind.
Sadly, the news is the scariest show on TV right now, but it's not always been that way. Here's a look at some scarier old fictional shows, all of which are available on DVD. First, Tales of the Unexpected, ITV's fondly remembered series of Twist in the Tail playlist with the Roald Dahl seal of approval. More often than not, you can see the twist coming before the opening credits have even started, but that doesn't stop it being thumping good and occasionally hammy fun. Next, The Stone Tape, a 1972 BBC spine chiller from the mind and pen of Nigel Neal, creator of Quatermass. In it, a team of scientists researching a new recording medium stumble across a haunted room and attempt to capture a ghost on tape. Hands up anyone who thinks that's a good idea. Despite the dated effects, I guarantee your skin will crawl clean off and hide under the nearest table. Finally, Hammer House of Horror, a strikingly nasty fright fest from the early 80s. While Hammer movies tended to focus on tits, vampires and whopping gothic castles, the TV series' lower budget forced it to rely on eerie goings-on in suburban settings, which somehow makes it all the eerier. It's got a remarkably sadistic attitude to kids too, which is always good fun.
The world's seen plenty of unexpected comebacks in its time. Lazarus, Noel Edmonds, Whooping Cough, and now Celebrity Love Island. Sorry, did I say celebrity? Because they've dropped the C word this time round. Presumably because the cast this year are so shockingly unfamous, your best chance of spotting a face you actually recognise is to sit so close to the screen you can see your own reflection. Two of them qualify for inclusion on the basis that they're just related to celebrities, but they're not even blood relatives. This girl, known probably even to her friends as what's her name, is just Paul Gascoigne's stepdaughter. While Thingy Bob there is Pierce Brosnan's adopted son. See those fish in the background? They're more famous than him. Most of the others aren't much better. There's a sour Kiwi called Brendan, for instance, who walks around all the time looking like life itself has just broken wind under his nose. Then there's some bloke from the streets, and when I say the streets I mean the band The Streets, not the actual streets. He's not genuinely homeless, at least not yet. Colleen What's-Her-Name, a Playboy model, so vacuous and whiny they probably use tapes of her speaking to torture people at Guantanamo Bay.
I have best friends that I've had for 10 years. And the reason why I've had them for 10 years is because when I'm a friend, I'm a friend. I'm not gonna anyone else.
How'd you like that, huh? You want some more? Do ya?
There's also a bewildered 9-year-old boy who seems to have been sent to the island by mistake. Oh, and her, whoever the hell they are. Still, at least a couple of them are at least vaguely recognisable, such as Sophie Anderton, the model, who's hit on a novel way to keep slim by crying all the fluid out of her body. Shane Lynch here is also a familiar face, largely because he's popped up on reality shows before. In fact, people like him stay on reality shows so long, the shows themselves actually become their reality. Love Island's secret weapon is former Hollyoaks star and Crazy Frog lookalike Paul Danan, whose absolute meltdown on the same show last year proved so gruesome they asked him back for the sequel. In fact, his surprise return has been gleefully built up by the show as though they were releasing some kind of celebrity sex offender into the wild.
Brace yourself, folks. Put the kids to bed. It's time to unleash the Danan.
He's rude, he's randy, and he is ready for the action.
Now, I think it's kind of clear who Paul's first victims, favourites will be.
Brilliant.
I'm dying to get in there. I can't wait. It's going to be, amazing.
The trouble is, it just feels sort of wrong.
Don't know if they're ready for me. I'm ready for them.
Everybody puts me in couples because I'm not... No, seriously. Seriously. I don't want to be here in a minute. I don't trust him. Please stop getting drunk and stop getting aggressive, please. Just keep him away from me. It really scares me.
She's scared he's going to get drunk and aggressive. All things considered, Love Island is a lot like a Club 1830 holiday. There's lots of exposed flesh, mindless poolside hijinks, and something else which I couldn't be bothered to work into this metaphor.
Your television isn't just a device for receiving pictures, it's a sort of magic window. Get your face on it and suddenly you're appearing in the nation's living room shrieking, "Look at me, everyone!" Not so long ago, when there were only a few channels to speak of, anyone who appeared on screen became a household name by default. A single memorable performance could see you starified overnight. Maybe I'm wrong, but it seems back then we looked up to famous people. They seemed cleverer than us, funnier than us. They made charming, flickering companions, but then something changed. Today we hate the famous so much, shows like I'm a Celebrity gleefully torture them. That's it, Spoonbender, eat those worms. Ow! Modern fame is bullshit. With so many channels pumping out so many faces, any value it's had has completely gone.
I think they're desperate.
Really not very bright.
Scum, basically.
So given how rubbish fame is, how come the X Factor queue looks like Kate Thornton's handing out free diamonds and blowjobs at the other end of it? Why are these people bothering?
In a bid to find out, we put out adverts offering members of the public the chance to win 40 seconds of airtime on this show. We didn't specify any particular criteria for their act. All they really needed was a desire to appear on TV. Here's what happened.
We received hundreds of responses, then spent a day auditioning some of them. Each contestant had prepared their own 40-second routine, but before they started performing, we wanted to know what they expected to get out of TV exposure. Some wanted recognition.
My goal is to be respected for what I do.
Some craved a luxury lifestyle.
Living abroad, possibly somewhere that's up and coming, like a tourist destination, such as Dubai, somewhere like that.
And some had things they just wanted to promote.
Teaching individuals to creatively heal. And there's even a hysterical stage play to go with all of this.
Well, whatever their individual reasons, they all seemed convinced that they wanted stardom. But did they really think that fame does anyone any good? Can you think of any famous people who strike you as being happy?
Very few.
Not genuinely, no.
Despite this, their appetite for fame's undiminished.
For instance, this guy wants to become famous for being Britain's cleanest man.
I'm Britain's cleanest smile. I'm Graham, I'm a cleanaholic. I've got a 51-inch plasma television screen that I clean every day, and it looks absolutely immaculate.
And in the current climate, well, why the hell shouldn't he? Christ, at least cleaning's a genuine skill.
So you are the weakest link. Goodbye.
Speaking of genuine skill, several of our contestants definitely displayed that.
Mind you, there's no denying some of the acts possessed, well, perhaps more niche appeal than anything else.
Also, I am fashion designers of medieval clothes.
And what is it that you're going to do for us today?
Oh, well, actually, I was thinking to say one joke. Yeah, it's the NASA sent to the moon is Tony Blair and one monkey. And one day we reached the moon and the NASA try to go to people that's on the moon, say to the monkey, monkey, so what's happening on the moon? And the monkey said, oh, the thing that's happening on the moon by computer. When they asked to Tony Blair said, yes, I know, I'm here just to give food and drink to the monkey.
Yeah, well, it's easy to mock, but at least he's trying, not just sitting around stuffing his face. Besides, English isn't even his first language. I couldn't tell a joke in Portuguese. Here's the proof.
A few days after our audition, I decided to catch up with Carlos, because that's his name, and try and make him laugh in his native language.
Doita, oi ponso oi sol par de cortinas. Puxe vocho junto. What do you think?
I think you're an asshole.
And you know what? I think he's got a point, because any TV talent show that invites members of the public to perform like this is inherently unfair.
For starters, okay, I'm a frog-faced, bewildered 30-something media tit. Therefore, I am totally unqualified to judge anybody. With the lights on, the audition room soon becomes swelteringly hot and claustrophobic. You've got no real chance to rehearse, no costume or makeup department to assist you. The sound levels are absolutely unforgiving, and the backdrop's a boxy bit of rag and a poster. It's a surefire way to put anyone off their stride.
Yo, I can't stop now. It's the industry now, and I'm on the stage. I'm gonna be... Oh, you think I'm crap, don't you?
It's an abusive, one-sided relationship weighted against the public, in which all the power rests with the TV show, which in this case is us. So, what have I learned? Well, it seems to me the TV wannabes are stuck slap bang in the middle of a great big barn dance of arseholes. In one corner you've got TV itself, chewing them up, using them as cheap cannon fodder. In the other you've got the general public that seems to love to cackle at their broken dreams. And then you've got people like me going, hey, what's it all about, BBC4? Who's the biggest arsehole in the room, I ask you? Like an arsehole. Awful. Just absolutely awful. You've made a fool of yourself, you've wasted my time. People like you make me actually physically sick.
When you try your best but you don't succeed.
Fuck off. Anyway, at least our auditionees didn't waste their time. The prize is genuine. And we have a winner. The 40 seconds of fame goes to Kevin Verleiden, whose act is, well, see for yourself.
I'm damn excited. I want to show you what I can do. With some pans and some pipes and a tap. My first piece will be Pan Pipe Dreams by me. I'm going to tap dance and use my pans. Here we go. Pan pipes! Pan and pipes! Pan pipes! Pan and pipes! Pan pipe dreams! It's the bee's knees. What a breeze. Cook it with chicken and peas. Give it to your knees without cheese. Please. Please. Yeah. And to end it now, I'm going to end it with a big bang. Okay? Here we go. Alright.
Thank you very much.
No problem. Thank you.
On next week's show, sex.
We'll start here. I think it's always important to get a look on the girl's face when we start, just so we can identify with the delightful young creature who's before us. Actually, it's like two spoons laying in a drawer, which is why we call it spoons.
Right, yes.
So even if I bring the camera to there, we can still see it.
Why do people want to look at that?
Masturbatory purposes, I fear.
Primarily.